Now we can go do main mission. Sounds wonderful. More running around. Didn't use the fast travel once today. Not for long, but yeah, definitely too much strong drink. That's definitely the reason. Not, you know, places to be, or people to murder, being controlled by someone who doesn't know what they're doing. You know, none of those reasons. Those reasons are too simple. Or too complicated, I guess. I guess being drunk is the easier answer. It's the one you need to question less.
Send the 3 ships back, cargo and all.
Aye, but Governor Hutchison refuses to let them leave. Wants us to take the tea, pay the duties, and say thank you kindly to the king.
The king can kindly kiss my arse. You'd like that?
Oh, I thought they were done, but they weren't. Sorry about that.
What happens now? We wait for the signal. What signal?
This meeting can do nothing further to save the country.
That one.
Evening, gentlemen. Shall we be off?
No.
What's the matter?
I have spent today drawn from one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it. Before I go any further, I would like to know exactly what it is you intend.
Of course. First, we make our way to Nathaniel Bradley's house to fetch the rest of our little group. Then it's on to Griffin's Wharf, where we board the ships and dump the tea. Simple as that.
Simple seems a bit charitable.
Cheer up, Connor. For tonight, we are all victors. The Sons of Liberty get to send a message to England, and you rob William Johnson of his financing. Your village will be saved. I've an idea. Why don't you lead the way? That should keep us out of any further trouble. Am I right?
You're using him, aren't you?
Damn it, more
Boston,
guards.
December
We
16,
need to turn the
1773.
crowd's anger to our advantage.
Say the word, Connor, and I will make it so.
You guys all said something at essentially the same time. So you kill 15 targets. I mean, if he wants to help me assassinate, sure. We can do that. Doesn't matter how close can I get without a... Oh, forgot about this. I have no idea what this is. I think it's missions, but I don't know. But apparently I can go to Quebec. Oh boy. Hey, good job. I can help. Ooh, this heavy blade. A heavy weapon, yes. It is useful. Who would have thunk it? I need to kill about 9 more people. In theory. I guess I have to. That's the next mission that's showing up at the top. Why did I... Oh, right. I jumped over the side, not realizing there was going to be water. Whoops! I was jumping onto the drawbridge. Nope. My bad. Oh well. yeah, we're going through these people like they're nothing. This heavy weapon's definitely useful. And slow-mo. Is that it? What are we doing? I'll admit, I zoned out for a bit.
We need to
So
keep those
we're
bastards at
dumping
bay while the
tea?
tea's being dumped.
Let me help.
Just casually drop it.
I'm yours to command.
That is not an efficient weapon, bro. What was I trying to figure out now? This is a lot of what was I doing now? Trying to figure out which people to use. And figure out why. How did I keep getting back there? I don't know. Also, did I kill one of them? Because it's one of those squares is like red. The very bottom's like red out. I think now I'm trying to figure out how to dump tea. Hey. Oh yeah, now I can figure out how to throw it. It's like, oh, if I drop it here. No. Oh, there's a throw button. Oh, that. Yay! I still don't know what a musketeer assassination is, to be fair. So I'll say that right now. I don't know what that is, so I did not do it. I think I tried. Now I'm thinking it's you go up high and then kill someone with your musket. But or it's doing air assassination on someone with a musket. Also, I couldn't figure out. I couldn't figure out what they meant by throw like the redcoats overboard. I kept throwing them overboard. They didn't count. I guess I had to throw them overboard alive, and I just could not figure out how to do that. I guess, oh, you know, it's probably a way to pick them up like there is in the past games. Or you just have to get very weird with your melee. I don't know. I didn't do that one either. I tried. I tried very hard, but I couldn't get it. Also, I got very concerned about throwing this tea overboard, which is such a waste, but at the same time, kind of fun. I am trying to help throw the crates in the water. Trust me on this. But I also have to kill people. I mean, we have to dump 100 of them, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna turn down the quality next time I open this game, because I did not realize OBS lagged so much. Yep. Gotta get this tea over. 'Cause this I can do. Might not be able to throw redcoats in the water and might not be able to perform a musketeer assassination, but I can throw tea. I can also throw some shade, but it's not time for that. So I guess actually this entire event is also kind of throwing shade, because it's just, in a sense, trying to show how much dislike you have for the British. Yay! Oh no, I'm out of tea boxes. I need to throw more tea. But where's the tea? Okay, fine, I'll come help you kill people just so I can throw some more tea. Don't know why. Sorry, I would kill you, but there's tea boxes. Oh, come on, let me throw the tea. Stop trying to protect your merchandise. See, that didn't count either. I don't know. Or that. What did I mean by throw redcoats overboard? Like, I did literally throw 3 redcoats overboard at some point or another. But nope, that did not count apparently. Yeah, I'm gonna try throwing them over again. Nope. Okay, sure. Well, I did the tea. Don't really have time to loot bodies. Okay, I think this is where I tried to do an air assassination since we only need to dump 5 more tea. Also, we need to hit him first before we can do that, obviously. Did I just float? I think I just floated for a little bit. And 100.
Done it.
Hmm? Oh, hi there.
Gunnar? We saved the last one for you.
You're showing off a bit, Connor. Meet their eyes. So the American Revolution's version of dropping the mic. Clearly.
Best we get out of here, huh?
Yeah, probably. Hey, but we did that. Did not do two of the side things, but I'm okay with that.
So if the first came to two...
Yeah, let's not piss off the guards. We kind of did just destroy a lot of money's worth of merchandise. I wasted a lot of perfectly good tea. Ugh. Oh, I was trying to find the codex and not doing a good job at it. Also, I noticed it said I was done 54% on this game and got very confused because when I opened it, it was only like 20 something. Okay, this is a primary source that uses derogatory words towards indigenous people, so fair warning. Boston Tea Party. The tea chest destroyed and most curious and remarkable event took place on Griffin's Wharf, Boston, Thursday, 16 December. An assemblage of individuals dressed in buckskins with their faces painted in the fashion of, no, I'm just going to say indigenous peoples, convened at the wharf and proceeded to board the Dartmouth and the Eleanor and the Beaver. In something matter, these indigenous people, or perhaps no, which they weren't, as was the general discernment of those who witnessed these events, equipped themselves with a small hatchet which they denominated as tomahawks? Oh, I missed a entire paragraph. Yep, okay. Publicly declared that the rebels, as they were pleased to style the Bostonians, should not withdraw their opposition to the landing of the tea before the following day. Once aboard, the presumption indigenous opened their hatches and made to take out the chest or tea and throw them overboard, first cutting and splitting the chest with their tomahawks so as thoroughly to expose them to the effects of the water. In about 3 hours they had thus broken and thrown overboard every tea chest to be found in the ships. During the time they were throwing the tea overboard, there were several attempts made by some citizens up to the effect of the object they would watch. Note by earlier on this day there was a meeting of citizens in the country of Suffolk convened at Old South in Boston for the purpose of consulting on what measures might be considered expedited to prevent the landing of the tea or secure the people from collection of duty. At the meeting, no satisfactory answer was obtained. After inquiries were sent to Governor Hutchinson, and Mr. Adams concluded with the observation that the meeting could do nothing further to save the country. Beyond the chest of tea, there was no damage done to any of the ships. The destroyers of the chests were seen to sweep the decks clean of tea leaves after the chests had been thrown to sea. So any parts I missed, you can just pause and read. I hope that's a primary source. Boston Tea Party, December 16, 1773. This was one of the key events leading up to the American Revolution. Protesters, some dressed in faux native garb, boarded 3 ships docked in Boston Harbor and threw their cargoes of tea overboard to protest British taxes. Throwing tea into the harbor probably broke a world record for making the biggest cup of tea ever. Though there is one statement guaranteed to rile Britain, it is the unnecessary waste of perfectly good tea. So, simple enough, but the lead-up is a bit more complex. The East Indian Company actually wanted to sell the tea to all of the colonies as a cut rate to boost its flagging profits. However, taxes on the tea would have been paid to the British the instant the tea was unloaded in the Boston Harbor, and the colonists had a long-standing problem with paying taxes to Britain when they had no representation in the British Parliament. Offering discount tea while also collecting tax on it was viewed by the colonists as a trick to get them to agree to Parliament's authority over them. Protesters turned back ship carrying tea to New York and Philadelphia, and if that had happened in Britain, the problem would have been solved. Unfortunately, the governor of Boston wouldn't let the tea ships leave once they were in the harbor. Yes, he figured the public would come around eventually and just pay the tax, because everyone liked to bargain, but that never happened. In fact, protests got bigger and bigger until a meeting at the Old South Meeting House. A mob broke away from the crowd and dumped the tea, solving the impasse and wasting the tea. I shuddered as I wrote that. The British reacted to the protest by sending British troops under the Thomas Gage to occupy the town. They also closed the Boston Harbor, part of the several laws that created to punish the colonists that were dubbed the coercive act. Of course, these laws didn't gain them any sympathy with the colonists and led fairly directly to the outbreak of the Revolution. Tea is important business. It's a lucrative business at that. Sons of Liberty. Sons of Liberty was a name given to the number of protest groups that formed to protest the Stamp Act and stayed together afterwards, organizing anti-British rallies and enforcing boycotts in the lead up to the Revolution. It was like a friendly club for angry men. Although the groups would later become more coordinated, they started separately. Sons of Liberty was the usual choice for the name because it was a popular phrase meaning colonists at the time. As you might predict given the name, the Sons were mostly middle class and, yes, male, merchants, lawyers, and politicians. Paul Revere was likely a member of the Boston group. To give you an example, the Sons in all of the colonies weren't above using violence and intimidation to get their way. Who was? They threatened all of the stamp distributors into resigning, with the Boston group going so far as to destroy the local distributor's offices and parade him through town before he quit in very public and likely terrifying resignation speech. Given that, it probably won't surprise you to learn they earned the reputation for being the radical wing of the Patriots, rallying the people and sometimes losing control of them. Public protests in Boston turned into an angry mob that burned the governor's mansion. Some groups of the Sons were also known to tar and feather British officials and sometimes loyalists. You know, standard good guy stuff. What a really terrific way to blow off steam. You know, tar and feathers. Wonderful. Clipper Wilkinson. 1756. Clipper Wilkinson is a hunter and surveyor from Virginia. Actually, surveying and hunting are the family business. His father and brother are surveyors and crack shots, as well as making the market in his small hometown somewhat oversaturated. Hell, making the market in his house somewhat oversaturated. Wilkinson moved to New York looking for work, unfortunately arriving just in time for the opening of events of the Revolution. He remained neutral for the first part of the war, but after seeing the cruelty of the Redcoats' actions in Boston, he started leaning towards the rebel side, putting himself at odds with the rest of his family who were loyalists. It seems Connor had a talent for attracting friends with family troubles. Yeah. Liberty Tree. The first protest over the Stamp Act met under this tree in August of 1765. Shortly afterwards, a plaque was nailed to the tree calling it the Liberty Tree. Some say the name was meant to discourage violence from the crowds that met here, but that would be like naming a battlefield Happy Glad Smile Farm and just crossing your fingers. Eventually, a flagpole was installed in the tree and the flag flown to summon people to meetings. Unpopular figures were hung in effigy from the tree branches. Come on, scroll down. That'll be lovely, thank you. The Sons of Liberty also used this to issue summons to the tree for supposed crimes, i.e. supporting unpopular British decrees in the Stamp Act and Tea Act. The idea caught on elsewhere. Other towns designated their own Liberty Tree or put up Liberty poles. In New York, there was an ongoing battle between Sons of Liberty who kept putting the poles up and the British authority who kept taking them down, like an angry couple who doesn't know if the toilet seat should be up or down. True to the British penchant for destroying anything the rebels loved, soldiers and loyalists chopped down the tree during the siege in 1775. It was used as firewood, which was in short supply. Modern-day Boston had a plague over the tree's former location, but the tree itself had never been replaced. So much for environmental sustainability. That's still a thing. There was a popular tree out here in BC that was like a war memorial. I don't know if it was official or unofficial. It fell down one summer. It fell down recently, and a lot of people tried to put something there. Like, I know people who were trying to put it like a brand new tree there, like full grown, same species, whatever, like an expensive tree, which they got donated. And the family just prohibited it from happening. They did everything they can to just stop it. So there's nothing there, and there's not going to be anything there as long as the family has a say, which is very unfortunate. Like, the federal government got involved and was trying to, like, output a proper memorial then. They're like, nope, we're not going to let anything go there. I don't care if, like, I can't remember his grandfather or great-grandfather put a tree here in memory of, like, all those people he knew that died in war. No, don't care. We're not going to replace it. It's like, you're great people. Lovely. What am I doing? Am I just trying to figure out where I need to go next? Probably. But I don't have that much left of the session. So this hopefully is the end of doing post-commentary, because I don't want to do any more of it. So, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. Hopefully this Let's Play does not continue to be cursed, and bye!